I hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Weens. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand, and one of the best Bangkok street food streets is Petchaburi Soi 5. This is the type of street that you can come, you can literally just walk down the street, you can see whatever is available, and you can eat. You can come here with no plan and just start eating whatever looks good. This afternoon, I'm gonna take you on a Thai street food tour of Petchaburi Soi 5. We're just gonna walk around, we're gonna explore, we're gonna eat some street food, and I'm gonna share it all with you in this video right now. Petchaburi is the main road, and it's a huge, usually traffic congested road in Bangkok. And then if you come off on the side road, which is called Soi 5, you will find just an abundance of street food. It's one of the best Bangkok street food streets. And you'll find street food throughout the day, but the best time to come is in the evening, starting at about 4 p.m. And then there's more and more street food as you get further into the evening. At about 5 or 6 p.m. is a great time to come here. I used to come here a lot many years ago and just graze, but I haven't been back in a couple of years, so I'm just here this evening to just walk around and share with you all the Thai street food that we eat for dinner tonight.
เอาน้ำข้นมาเลยน้ำใสเอาน้ำข้นหรือน้ำใส
เอาน้ำข้นน้ำใสครับอะไรอร่อยกว่าครับ
น้ำใสอร่อย
เอาน้ำใสครับ
น่ารักจังอ่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ
ระวังรถนะครับเพื่อใส่อย่างละนิดน้ำตาลน้ำปลาน้ำกระเทียมดองพริกหน่อยนิดหน่อยเอาเผ็ดๆหรอ
เอาเผ็ดก็ได้ครับเผ็ดก็ได้ครับ
เก่งจังเลยปูอัดกุ้งปลาหมึกใส่ไหมผักกระเฉด
ใส่ก็ได้ครับ
And everything is just about ready. I don't eat this dish very often, but it is a very popular dish. Especially a lot of young people love to eat this dish. A lot of kids. It's called yam mama, and it is a salad. It's not really a salad actually. Okay, actually, it's not like a salad like you would think. It's like a complete reinvention of the instant noodle packet. So there's a mix of seafood. There's some mu ya, which is it's kind of like a Vietnamese Thai ham. There's some pakachet, which is the water mimosa. There's cabbage in here. There's mushrooms. It's a little bit of soup. เอามีไข่ด้วยไหมครับใส่ไข่ด้วยไหมครับไม่ใส่ไข่ใช่ไหมโอเคอันนี้อะไรครับอันนี้ไก่
chicken
อันนี้ไก่ Okay, there's chicken too, and not forgetting the hot dog as well. What shall I get for my first bite? A little bit of that imitation crab. Oh, and can I score a hot dog on this first bite too? Along with some noodles, of course. And there's a mix of mushrooms as well. Oh, and by the way, we got the tom yum mama noodles, instant noodle flavor. You know, it's not something I would eat like all the time, but it is good in that kind of like instant noodle kind of way. But again, it's a complete reinterpretation of instant noodles rather than just soup. You've got the chilies in there, so it's more spicy. You've got all those goodies, the imitation crab. The hot dog isn't my favorite. I like the tomatoes in there. It's sour, it's a little bit sweet, and it's spicy. So you've got the whole Thai balance in this single mix. I will admit though, it's pretty tasty.
ขอบคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับขอบคุณครับ
It's a completely different take on instant noodles. That brings me back to my university days when instant noodles were a staple. The market is now starting to pick up as it gets later into the afternoon. It's about 4:30 p.m. right now. We got here pretty early, but we're gonna walk down one of these sois. There is a famous place that sells khanom krok, which are the griddle cakes, coconut griddle cakes. This is one of the bigger and more well-known spots to eat khanom krok in Bangkok. You'll find khanom krok, the coconut griddle cakes, all over Bangkok, but this one is a pretty grand stall just from the sign, and they have, how many griddles do they going? They have 8 griddles going on, so it's a mixture of rice flour with coconut milk. And she pours in the batter and lets it cook, and then they have a number of different flavors that you can add. We got a mix of both corn and taro. Once the griddle cakes are finished cooking, and when they're taking them out of the griddle, they put them together and put the crunchy sides on the outside, and that's in order to protect the inside, which should be like soft and gooey. Oh yeah, oh, this is the one with taro. So there you get twins in every pair. There's a pair. Oh, that's awesome. I've probably said this a few times, but khanom krok, this is one of my favorite Thai dessert sweet snacks, and it's so addictive. I love also that it's contrasted by being a little bit salty to contrast the sweetness, and that also the saltiness brings out the flavor of the coconut. But I also love how it's so crunchy on the bottom, paired with that coconut pudding. Oh. I think I got 2 kernels of corn in that by a bonus. It's the flavor, it's the contrast, and it's the texture that's so good about khanom krok. The thing about this soi, and soi by the way means like a side road in Bangkok, in Thailand, in Thai. But this entire neighborhood it's the type of neighborhood that it's like a pocket in Bangkok. You could stay here, you could live here, and you wouldn't even need to ever go into another part of Bangkok. There's everything you need here. There's cell phone shops, there's ATMs, there's about 12 7-Elevens, there are restaurants, there's street food, there's salons, you can get a massage in between eating street food. Yeah, you would never need to leave this area if you didn't want to. This place is like a cross between a street food stall and a kiosk, but it's within the market. It's a relatively recent modern addition to the Bangkok street food street. It's called Cha Payom, and Ying actually wants Cha Yen, a Thai iced tea, so that's why we're stopping here. She says they're very well known, and what, Ying? And it's the best one? That's what some people are saying?
Yeah.
Okay, Ying said, okay, Ying's sister said that it's one of the best Thai iced teas, so we're gonna find out, we're gonna see. We actually got 2 different types of tea. This one is the Cha Yen, which is the Thai iced tea, milk tea, and of course you got it in a cup and then in a plastic bag just in case you want to carry it and take it away somewhere. It's milky, it's creamy, it's loaded with ice. It is creamy, but you do taste the like slight bitterness of the strength of the tea in there, which is a good flavor. The flavor-wise, it's very good. But I got a different type of tea. This one is called Cha Manao, which is iced lime tea. And so this one, let me pull down the plastic bag. Oh, that's sour. To me, this is my Thai tea of choice. It's called Cha Manao. It's lime tea. It's really refreshing. It's really like a cross between a lemonade and tea. It's not as rich as the milk tea, but you can take your choice. They're both very good. And you'll find this again all over Bangkok, everywhere you go. We're going down a side street now, and there's a place that serves one of the most well-known of all Thai street food dishes. And if I remember correctly, it's right down this road here. Pad Thai Gung Sot.
กับหอยทอดทะเลเอาหอยทอดธรรมดา
หอยทอดทะเลธรรมดา เอาธรรมดา Yeah. Previously, many years ago, I used to come here all the time and I would eat all over this entire area, Soi 5 and the streets surrounding. And I used to know there was a Pad Thai cart down the road, and so I went down the road and looked for it and it wasn't there. And so come to find out that they have since moved into a shop house right here. So they graduated. They used to be a street food, mobile street food cart, and now they have their own permanent location here. But you can still see the remnants of the street food cart. This is still the street food cart here, but now they have tables where you can sit down. Okay, we're gonna have some Pad Thai, and we're also gonna have a hoi tod, which is a fried mussel. I think they're using mussels or oysters, an omelet.
โอ้ยเยี่ยมแล้วทวี
Making the hoi tod right now, which is the fried, and he said they're mussels. He confirmed that they are mussels, maleng pu, hoi maleng pu, and oh man, that's one of the greatest sights in Thai street food. It's so oily, it's so, oh, you can just see the crispification just happening. And there's a mix of batter as well as a bunch of eggs that he puts on top. He's making the Pad Thai now, and it's just, you can watch him in amazement because he's so good at what he does.
ของแม่เส้นกับยา
And one of my favorite steps is when she takes the different ingredients. They've got some sugar here, they've got peanuts, they've got the dried shrimp, some tofu, and some radish. And she tosses them, like with a flick of the spoon, she tosses them onto the different piles of noodles, which are the different portions of Pad Thai. And then my other favorite move is how he uses, in order to cook the Pad Thai, he uses, in one hand he has a spatula, in another hand he has, it's like a grill prong, and so he uses that, both of them together, to like kind of whip up the noodles. The heat is evenly distributed between the noodles while they're like absorbing all of the sauce and getting coated in the sauce. He's an amazing chef. Sometimes it's made with oysters, but this one is made with mussels. He said you got to eat it while it's hot and fresh because it's crispy, it's really good when it's hot and fresh. Another thing you don't want to think about is how much oil he added, because it just slow sizzles. You can see like bubbles of oil forming, and that just ensures that it will be extraordinarily crispy. Can you hear that crispiness? Okay, so you can see there's bean sprouts mixed in. There is some, you can see the little mussels. I'm gonna break a piece of this, get some of this, and there is a sauce too, which I will also eat, but first let's just taste it straight. That is just cooked in oil until it's completely crispy like a cracker. It's a little bit of an oil sponge. That gives it a nice tanginess to go with the saltiness. Pad Thai is not always one of my favorite Thai street food dishes, but I'm excited to eat this because it's so hot and fresh. They just pile on the prawns. The noodles are all folded within there. There's bean sprouts, there's leeks, there's tofu, there's egg in there as well. It really looks like a very good quality plate of Pad Thai. This looks amazing. Sometimes you eat Pad Thai with chopsticks, but they don't seem to have chopsticks here, so I think you just eat it with a spoon and fork. And you can see they sprinkled on some peanuts as well. Oh yeah, this does look delicious. And before I do any seasoning, I will just taste those noodles and just taste it as is first. It's really hot and really fresh right off the griddle. Okay, it's pretty good. It is. What I like about that first bite is you can taste the nutty flavor of those crushed peanuts on there. You can taste a flavor of shrimp in there, and you got those little pieces of tofu, but it will be even improved with some seasoning. I like to go kind of generous on the chili flakes, maybe a little bit more. Oh, peanuts. Crushed peanuts. Perfect. And then finally, you cannot get away without squeezing on that lime. That's what really brings it together, in my opinion, and that's what really makes it refreshing. And the lime is a key component to pad thai. Mix that around a little bit, break into some of the noodles. Yeah, with that seasoning, it's even better. It's more spicy. It's more sour, it's more peanutty. And to garnish, you've got chives as well as banana blossom. It's very crisp, very refreshing, and a little bit oniony. And this is something that's always served with pad thai. You can pull off the petals like this, the banana flower. Yeah. I knew I was expecting that, but it's always kind of chalky and kind of like there's some kind of like a sap in there. But it's always served with pad thai. I quite enjoy it, and it sort of like completely cleanses the mouth. What I like about their pad thai is you can really taste the man gung, which is the shrimp juices, the shrimp head oil. That's what makes it red, and that's what gives pad thai, a good pad thai, some of its flavor. And now they have their own shop house restaurant, so that's an amazing success story. Great pad thai, a place you gotta check out when you come to Petchaburi Soi 5. It's exactly 6 p.m. now, and you can see that it's getting busier and busier around here. Street food carts are coming out. A lot of the vendors live around this area, and so then they, when it's evening, they just push their carts out. Sometimes they even cook in their house, and then they bring the food out to the street to sell it. So it's a whole market of street food, of ingredients. Yeah, you can choose from so many different dishes. What are we gonna eat next? Spicy come. Something I really enjoy eating is called nam prik batu, and nam prik is a type of chili sauce, and then batu is a mackerel. And so what she does, just look at this display of vegetables, and she pounds everything up fresh. And they're Sawadee Very good, Kab. It's all self-service. You can choose your own vegetables, and then you're charged by however many vegetables you take, so you get a basket. Just look at how many vegetables she has, and they're all like rubber band tied. There's eggplant. I don't know what this is in English, but in Thai it's called lin fa. This is pretty good, actually. I'll take one of these. A little bit of okra as well. Finally, I'm going for some winged beans and a couple of bitter melons. Toss in some bitter melons. And then she'll bag it all up for us. So most people would get this for takeaway and then bring it home to eat because she has no tables, and she packs it all to go in a plastic bag, but I am gonna stand right here and eat it immediately. All right, you gotta undo the rubber band, which can sometimes be a challenge in Thailand. And then, of course, you've got the pocket of air, the air pocket. There's fire roasted chilies that she pounded up in there, and then there's also roasted mushrooms that she added in there as well. Okay, I'm gonna first dip in a winged bean. Oh yeah, You can cake some of that sauce up on your vegetable of choice. Oh, I love it. It's a little bit fishy, not only from the mackerel, but also from the pala, the fermented fish sauce that she adds in there. It's salty, it's spicy, it's smoky. It's amazing. And this namprik, it also goes well with rice too. Oh, that's nice and spicy. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go in for the piece of lin fa, which is this has always been a very interesting vegetable. It's kind of floppy. It kind of almost feels like you're touching a slimy fish. I'm really not sure of the English name of this, but I will try to look it up. Oh, this is the perfect scooper. That's such a unique, it's a pod actually. It's like slimy and bitter and smoky and kind of crisp all at the same time. It's a lot going on. That's delicious, and I have a little bit more to take home and eat later. It's almost like you're eating in the middle of a garden in a forest because there's just so many vegetables.
ฮัลโหลสวัสดีค่ะเวลคัมแบงคอกนะยินดีต้อนรับเวลคัมเนาะไทยแลนด์
ขอบคุณมากครับ
ที่นี่มาร์เก็ตอีสาน
มาจากอีสาน
มีทุกจังหวัด
น้ำแข็งแล้วก็
น้ำแข็ง
เฉาก๊วยใช่ไหมครับ
นี่ของโบราณนะคะ บอกกันด้วยนะคะเฉาก๊วยโบราณเฉาก๊วยโบราณ20 บาท ถ้าใส่นม25 บาทจ้านี่ใส่มิลค์ตอนนี้ประยุกต์ใหม่วัยรุ่นนิยมทานนะคะ บอกกันด้วย
นม
ป้า
สด
ขายจ้านมสด
ก็ใส่
จ้า
น้ำเชื่อมไหมครับ
ไม่ใส่ค่ะ ตัวนี้เขามีน้ำอ้อยสดนะจ๊ะ น้ำอ้อยสดจ้ะเดี๋ยวนะคะ ตอนนี้เขาประยุกต์กำลังมาแรงค่ะแฟชั่น
We weren't planning on even trying this, but the lady right over here who sells right next to the lady who is pounding the namprik and all the vegetables, she is so fun and she's such a character. And she was, where'd she go now? No, she just ran into 7-Eleven. But anyway, she sells chao guai right here. And so she's so nice that she persuaded us to order one of her chao guai, which is grass jelly.
เนี่ยนึกว่าใส่นมล่ะ
Oh,
อ๋อใส่นมอีกหน่อยจะ
oh,
ได้
that's
แซ่
what
บ
happened. Okay, Cup.
แม่จะ
That's
ออก
why
ก
she
ล้อง
went
นะ
to
แม่
7-Eleven. Oh, by 7, so no.
จ้าสดน้ำหมดอายุก็อยากให้กินนะไม่นมฉันสดจริงๆ
Oh, ใช่ครับ
ไม่ใช่ช็อกโกแลตอ้าวนมแม่หมดอายุนมหมดอายุ
Okay, that's what happened. She ran out of milk and had to run to 7-Eleven, which is conveniently right there, right across the street, and then she just filled me up. She topped me up with milk. So there's ice in here, there's the black jelly, the grass jelly, and this is sort of like a jelly ice refreshment. Oh, I got a jelly stuck in the straw. They're sinking down there. Where did they all go? Okay, there we go. You got the crunchy ice. It's like Jello, but a little more sticky. And then it has a pretty kind of neutral taste, but it's kind of like, it is kind of green tasting, even though it's black in color. I like the texture of that jelly, because it doesn't just melt in your mouth. It has a little elasticity to it. I think the grass jelly itself is only a little sweet, but most of the sweetness is coming from the milk. Okay, very refreshing.
จ้า25 บาทจ้าขอให้คุณโชคดีนะคะในการมาอยู่เมืองไทย
We met so many friendly people, and there's so many Thai street foods that you can try along this road, but also across Petchaburi Road, which is the main road, there's another street that's also full of food. And I used to go to a stall that serves really good stir-fry dishes. In Thai, it's called Ahan Tam Sang. And so I thought that I just want to go check it out, see if they're there, and we'll have one last dish there if they're open. And this is Petchaburi Soi 10. It's kind of like the sibling of Petchaburi Soi 5. Also lots of restaurants, lots of street food on this street as well. We're walking over to the street food stall that serves stir-fried dishes, but I just noticed a barber shop right here. And, well, actually, along this street, there has to be like a dozen salons, but I noticed a barbershop that's open right there. And as you might have noticed, my hair is getting kind of long. I think I'm gonna take a little intermission in this Bangkok street food tour. This is the perfect time to get my hair cut because they're not too busy as well, and as you can see, my hair is starting to get bushy. Okay, I think he did a fantastic job, and that cost 100 baht. Honestly, I wasn't sure when I was gonna be able to get a haircut because we're going on a trip tomorrow, and I didn't think I was gonna have time to cut my hair, so that worked out perfectly. Okay, let's go have one more plate of food. This is the same stall that I used to eat at, but before it was a little more lively, it was a little more in your face. It was like the stall was actually in the street. They had a chimney going up. There were tuk-tuks and motorbikes passing at ferocious speeds. I ordered up what is one of the greatest single plate street food dishes of all of Thai food, and it's called Gapao Mu Krab. Pad Gapao is any choice of meat. You can choose any choice of meat and get it with stir-fried with basil. I got mu krab, which is crispy pork belly, and then I also got a kai dao. It's called a kai dao on the side, which is a fried egg, and that is the most perfectly fried egg. Oh, and you can see all the chilies in there, the basil, a little piece of the egg. Okay, we'll save the yolk for the next bite. A little piece of the egg, a piece of the crispy pork belly, a little bit everything in one bite with some basil, with some rice. That right there is one of the greatest single Thai street food dishes you can order. Now it is time to add the necessary seasoning though. Cup just stuffed full of chilies and fish sauce. In Thai it's called prik nam pla, and this is the ultimate seasoning. Oh, perfect. Just one more, of course, for good measure. Okay, it is time now. Oh, that's just an absolutely perfect yolk. It's just runny to perfection. Oh, it just instantly coats the rice. Stick a piece of pork belly on there, stick a piece of basil on there, and then mix in with that chilies and fish sauce. It's yolky, it's porky, there's basil, there's rice. Look at that bite. Oh. That is perfection. That is the taste of Thai street food, all in one bite. Pad Gapao is as good as it gets. It's just such a comforting dish. If you ask many Thais what they would want to eat if they come back to Thailand after traveling for a long time, this is the dish you're gonna hear. Okay, and that was a fantastic way to end this Thai street food tour of Petchaburi Soi 5 and then finishing on Soi 10 just for a little bit. This is a really good street just to get an introduction to Thai street food, just to walk around. Like I said, it's a place that you can come. You don't need to have any idea. You can just point and choose to see whatever looks good and try it. And thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also, if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe now. I'm gonna be publishing lots more food and travel videos. Thanks again for watching. Good night from Bangkok, and I will see you on the next video.